Hello students, I am Jyotsna Milind Thorat, Department of Chemistry, New English High School and Junior College. Today we will start with the Organic Chemistry chapter, Halogen Derivatives, chapter number 10. Now let's summarize what you have to learn in this chapter. First, introduction, then classification, nomenclature, methods of preparation, isomerism, physical properties, chemical properties, and at the end of this chapter with the beautiful applications. Today's lecture we have to complete introduction, classification, nomenclature, methods of preparation. Remaining topics we will complete in the next lecture. Now see students, what are halogen? Halogen is a Greek word. Hal means salt and gen to produced. How to define halogen? Any of the 6 non-metallic elements that constitute group 17 or group 7th A of the periodic table. Just see the periodic table and locate the halogen. This is the periodic table. In this, group 17 is having a halogen, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. Let's see one by one. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine. See the electronic configuration of fluorine. See, this is the electronic configuration of fluorine. In this structure, fluorine require one more electron to complete the octet. Same for chlorine, it require one more electron to complete the octet. Same for bromine, iodine, astatine and tennessine. The outermost electronic configuration of this element is NH2 NP5. N is principal shell, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. P subshell require one more electron to complete the shell. So, halogens are denoted by letter X. Fluorine. Fluorine is most reactive and electronegative of all the elements. Let's talk about these two elements, astatine and tennessine. Astatine and tennessine are highly radioactive and short-lived. Hence, very less chemistry is known to us. Now you can see in this chart, both the elements, their physical and chemical properties are unknown. Okay, so therefore we will not consider this element in this lecture. नाउ एस्टेटाइन और टेनिसाइन की कंडीशन कैसे है ना, ये क्लासरूम के बैक बेंचर्स है जो साल के एंड में आएंगे, जर्नल कंप्लीट करेंगे और टीचर को बोलेंगे टीचर मेरा जर्नल चेक करके दो. तो ऑब्वियसली टीचर का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या रहेगा, हु आर यू. सो इट इज जस्ट लाइक दुबे सर. नाउ अभी इसको आइडेंटिफाई करो, ये कौन है. यस, ये है हमारा चतुर मीन्स फ्लोरीन, हाईली रिएक्टिव. ओके, बट इसको ईच एंड एवरी रिएक्शन में स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट देना पड़ता है. नाउ स्टूडेंट, जस्ट टेक अ लिटिल रिकैप. व्हाट आर हाइड्रोकार्बन्स? हाइड्रोकार्बन्स, इट इज अ combination of carbon and hydrogen. This is a Levy's dot formula of carbon and hydrogen. Okay, let's see what are aliphatic and aromatic compound. Aliphatic compound means carbon-carbon atoms are attached in straight chain, that is called as aliphatic compound, and carbon-carbon atom attached together and form a ring-like structure with the double bonds is called as a aromatic compound. Okay, now these are the called as a hydrocarbons. Now see, these are the some exercise which are given from your textbook. Okay, now identify which functional group is attached in the following compounds. See, you can pause this video and identify the functional group attached to the following compound. I hope you solve this. See, in first example, this whole is a hydrocarbon, carbon-carbon as well as this CH2 group, and one of the hydrogen is replaced by halogen. Same for second example, third example, fourth and fifth. So these all compounds are containing halogens, okay, with hydrocarbons. That's why it is called as a halogen derivative. Okay, or a hydrocarbon with halogen is called as a halogen derivative. Now let's move towards classification. Classification of halogen derivatives is mainly based on two schemes. First, by hydrocarbon skeleton. Second, by number of halogen atom bonded. Now let's focus on hydrocarbon skeleton. Hydrocarbon skeleton is further classified as haloalkanes. See the example. In this example, halogen atom is bonded to carbon-carbon single bond. That's why halo is the word for halogen and alkanes. It is haloalkanes. Next, haloalkenes. See the example. Alkenes means carbon-carbon double bond. So, halogen atom is bonded to the carbon-carbon double bond. That's why it is haloalkenes. Next, haloalkynes. Obviously, carbon-carbon triple bond. See in example, halogen is bonded to carbon-carbon triple bond. So it is called as haloalkynes. Next, haloarenes. Arenes is the word which is related with the aromatic ring. So, halogen atom is bonded to aromatic ring. It's called as haloarenes. Now, second type of classification is by number of halogen atom attached. See, these are the three main types: monohalogen, dihalogen, trihalogen. The word mono means single, di means two, tri means three. Just see the example. In first example, in aliphatic as well as aromatic compound, there is only one halogen atom is attached. So that's why it is called as monohalogen. Dihalogen. Here, there are two halogen atoms attached to the carbon atom. Okay. See in both the examples, if halogen atom is attached to only one carbon atom, so that is called as geminal dihalide. And if halogen atom is attached to adjacent carbon atom, it is called as a vicinal dihalide. Okay. Next, this is a aromatic ring with the two halogen atom. Obviously, it is a dihalogen. Now, trihalogen, same. There are three halogen atoms is attached to the ring or aliphatic compound. It's called as trihalogen derivatives. Monohalogen is further classified on the basis of position of halogen and type of hybridization of carbon atom to which halogen is attached. First classification is alkyl, halide or haloalkenes. First is carbon atom should be sp3 hybridized, and it is further classified as primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay. See in first example, this red carbon is sp3 hybridized and this is attached to one more alkyl group, okay. So that's why it is 1 degree carbon, or we can call as primary, and this 1 degree is attached to one halogen atom. That's why it is primary halide. Okay. So next example is secondary halide. The red carbon is sp3 hybridized and it is attached to two more alkyl group. Okay. So it is secondary carbon, second degree carbon. That's why it is a secondary halide. Tertiary carbon atom. Red carbon is sp3 hybridized and this is attached to three more carbon atoms or three more alkyl groups, and it is attached to one of the halogen. That's why it is tertiary halide. See, primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary means sp3 hybridized carbon atom किसी एक अल्काइल ग्रुप को अटैच होगा. sp सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल में सेकेंडरी कार्बन एटम किसी दो अल्काइल ग्रुप को अटैच होगा एंड टर्शरी कार्बन एटम किसी 3 अल्काइल ग्रुप को अटैच्ड होगा. सो दैट्स व्हाट इज प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शरी हैलाइड. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्लासिफिकेशन इज allylic halide. Carbon atom is sp3 hybridized but it is connected to the carbon carbon double bond. Means condition is same, sp3 hybridized. One more condition is added over here, that is the sp3 hybridized carbon atom is bonded to carbon carbon double bond. Okay, say in this example, this is a allylic group, carbon carbon double bond. Next carbon is sp3 hybridized, which is attached to the halogen, that is called as allylic group. Okay, this bracket, whole bracket is called as allylic group, carbon carbon double bond. Next is sp3 hybridized with the halogen. See in this cyclic compound, see carbon carbon double bond, next carbon is sp3 hybridized, which is attached with the halogen. It is called as a allylic halide. Okay, third classification, that is benzylic. Benzylic word is related with the benzene. Okay, so sp3 hybridized carbon atom bonded to the aromatic ring. Aromatic ring, you know, benzene. Okay, this is a benzene. बेंजीन एक sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड कार्बन को अटैच है और उसको हेलोजन अटैच है, दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज अ बेंजाइलिक हैलाइड. कार्बन एटम इज sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड and it is attached to one halogen, that's why it is a benzylic halide. Now moving to the further classification, vinylic halide. Carbon atom is sp2 hybridized and halogen atom is attached to the carbon carbon double bond. You know na, that is what is mean by sp3, sp2 and sp. Okay, sp3 means carbon with the 4 single covalent bond, sp2 carbon carbon double bond, sp carbon carbon triple bond. Now see in this example, carbon carbon double bond attached together and this carbon carbon double bond is directly attached to the halogen. This carbon, red carbon, is sp2 hybridized. Okay, and this attached to the halogen, that's why it is a vinylic halide. This is the vinylic group. This is the vinylic group. Okay, next this carbon is sp2 hybridized and this group, this whole bracket group is called as vinylic group. Next, haloalkyne. Alkyne word, you know, alkynes means it is carbon carbon triple bond, and obviously hybridization is sp hybridized carbon atom and halogen atom bonded to carbon carbon triple bond. See in this example, CH triple bond C single bond X. This red carbon is sp hybridized and halogen atom is attached to this sp hybridized carbon atom, that's why it is a haloalkynes. Next is aryl halide or haloarenes. Arenes and aryl, it is related to the aromatic ring. Carbon atom is sp2 hybridized bonded to directly aromatic ring. You know that benzene ring. Okay, benzene ring को halogen direct attach होगा, that is called as aryl halide. बेंजाइलिक हैलाइड में डिफरेंस क्या था, यहाँ पे और एक CH2 ग्रुप था जो हैलोजन से अटैच था, बट हियर हैलोजन डायरेक्टली अटैच टू द बेंजीन रिंग, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अराइल हैलाइड. सी विनाइलिक हैलोअल्केन्स अराइल हैलाइड, विनाइलिक sp2 hybridized, haloalkynes sp hybridized to which halogen atom is attached. You can compare both of this. Okay, sp2 sp double bond triple bond. Okay, and aryl halide, halogen is directly attached to the aromatic ring. Now let's begin with the nomenclature. Most of the rules and regulations are already done in 11th standard, so we will revise them with the reference of halogen derivatives. You know there are two types of naming system. First, common name. Okay, common name is named as alkyl group plus halogen or halide. So this is the example. This is CH3 CH2 Br. So CH3 CH2 is ethyl group and this halogen is bromine, so name is ethyl bromide. Okay, this is the alkyl group. Okay, so ethyl bromide. Okay, next we can use prefix n, iso, neo, secondary, tertiary etc. for the branching of carbon carbon chain. कार्बन कार्बन का चेन किस तरह का है, नॉर्मल अल्केन है, आइसो मीन्स सेकेंड नंबर पे ब्रांचिंग, न्यूओ मीन्स सेकेंड नंबर पे अपर एंड लोअर साइड ब्रांचिंग, सेकेंडरी और टर्शरी अभी हमने देखा। अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट हम लोग प्रीफिक्स करेंगे। प्रीफिक्स मतलब पहले उसका नंबर लिखेंगे, ठीक है। नाउ पहले उसका ये नाम लिखेंगे। नेक्स्ट, फॉर डायहेलोजन डेरिवेटिव of arenes, prefix ortho, meta, para are used. Okay, see in this example, okay, let us focus on this. CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, single bond, Cl. See, this is a secondary carbon atom because this carbon is attached to another two carbon atom, directly attached to the two another carbon atom, that's why it is a secondary. Okay, so we are prefix, पहले हमने वर्ड लगाया सेकेंडरी, ठीक है। एंड हाउ मेनी कार्बन एटम्स, 1 2 3 4, दैट्स वाई सेक ब्यूटाइल क्लोराइड, सेकेंडरी ब्यूटाइल क्लोराइड। सेम एग्जाम्पल वी आर टेकिंग ओवर हियर, CH3, C single bond CH3, CH2, Cl. See, on this second carbon there is a carbon carbon branching, okay, so therefore prefix the word iso. And how many total carbon atoms, 4, that's why butyl, and this is a chlorine, that's why butyl chloride. Clear? Secondary butyl chloride and isobutyl chloride. Next, see in IUPAC system. In IUPAC the basic, or we can say general rule is prefix, word root and suffix. See in this example, okay, first you can categorize this because you are most confusing in common name and IUPAC. Common name में we are using N, iso, neo, secondary, tertiary, ortho, meta and para, but in IUPAC we are using numbering, okay, numericals, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, like that. And you know that basic rule is longest chain you have to select, give the lowest possible number, okay. So see in this example, CH3, CH2, CH2, single bond Cl. See, how many carbon atoms are there, 3. Which halogen is attached, chlorine, okay. So give lowest possible number. हम लोग नंबरिंग यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे क्योंकि लोवेस्ट नंबर ये आ रहा है 1 2 3, so that's why 1 chloro propane. How many carbon atoms, 1 2 3, that's why 1 chloro propane. Prefix, prefix means ये 1 chloro हो गया, word root means prop, and a suffix means ane. Next, in IUPAC alkyl halide is named as haloalkanes and aryl halide is named as haloarenes. See in this example, CH3, CH2, CHCl, single bond CH3. Numbering, from where we can start the numbering? Yes, right, definitely from this side, right hand side, 1 2 3 4, okay. Second number carbon is having halogen group, that is chlorine, so that's why 2 chloro, and how many carbon atom, 1 2 3 4, that's why 2 chlorobutane. Got it? Next, see in second example, see there is a CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, Cl, okay. IUPAC we are doing, we have to use a numbering, okay. So give the first reference to the functional group, 1 2 3, okay, and second number is having a another methyl group, okay. So that's why what we can say, 1 chloro, and second number is having one more methyl group, so that's why 2 methyl propane. The name of compound is 1 chloro 2 methyl propane. Now students, just see this example and let's try to solve it. I hope you are already do this, okay, very good. See in first example, this is the functional group, okay. Just go towards the common name. See, the common name of this compound is neohexyl chloride because this carbon is attached to upper and lower side, okay, with the CC chain, that's why neohexyl chloride. Now IUPAC name, we have to give first numbering 1 2 3 4 longest chain select करना है. You can go straight or you can go like this branch wise. Okay, like this. Okay, now see the name of compound is first number पे chlorine attached है, that's why 1 chloro 3 dimethyl. थर्ड नंबर पे अपर साइड एंड लोअर साइड मिथाइल ग्रुप अटैच है, 2 मिथाइल ग्रुप है, दैट्स वाई डाई मिथाइल ब्यूटेन. क्लियर. नेक्स्ट, सी इन सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल द कॉमन नेम इज para-iodotoluene. Okay, iodine is a functional group. Okay, and it is at a para position. This is para positions, you know, this is a ortho position, this is a meta position. Para position, ortho position, and these are the meta position. Para-iodotoluene. And in IUPAC we can give the numbering 1 2 3 4. So the name of this compound, IUPAC name, 1-iodo 4-methyl benzene. Now let's start with the methods of preparation. Alkyl halide will be denoted as RX. R is alkyl group, X is halogen. Okay. See by which methods we are using to prepare a alkyl halide. First, by using alcohol. Second, from hydrocarbons. Third, by halogen exchange. Then electrophilic substitution and Sandmeyer's reaction. Now let's see methods of preparation from alcohol. By replacing hydroxyl group of an alcohol with halogen atom, means we are replacing hydroxyl group with halogen atom, means एक हम लोग ग्रुप निकालेंगे, उसकी जगह पे दूसरा ग्रुप डालेंगे. That is called as a substitution reaction. Okay. Now by using halogen acid. Halogen acid means HX. Okay. See the general characteristics of HX. They are colorless, non-flammable, toxic gases. इसलिए हम लोग जब भी लेबोरेटरी में काम करते हैं, कभी भी HCl हो गया, H2SO4 हो गया, उसको इनहेल नहीं करने का. They are toxic gases and they are very soluble in water. See, all the halogens are react explosively with hydrogen to form hydrogen halides. See, bond length is increases HF, HCl, HBr and HI. You know that atomic number increases, number of shell is increases. So it is a loosely bound. Okay. So HF is having a strong bond. And vice versa, acidity is increases and HI is having lowest acidity. So that's why this is the main reason in most of the reaction we are using HCl and HBr. See the general reaction. Okay, main reaction क्या है? You know this is the functional group of alcohol. R is the alkyl group. ROH when react with halogen acid HCl, HBr. Okay, suitable conditions it forms alkyl halide and byproduct is water. Reactivity of alcohol is tertiary is more reactive than secondary and then primary. See, this we are already seen in the classification. This is about alcohol. This is primary alcohol, primary carbon alcohol, primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and this is a tertiary alcohol. Now students, let's see by using halogen acid or hydrogen halide prepare RCl. This is a groove process. In this is a general reaction. See, ROH react with HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2 give RCl plus H2O. In the last general reaction we are already seeing, यहाँ पे हमने लिखा था suitable condition. Okay. Now here we are writing anhydrous ZnCl2. Okay. Now see what happens in this reaction. OH is replaced by Cl. So therefore we have got over here RCl and byproduct is H2O. Okay, this is substitution reaction. The mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2 is called as Lucas reagent. ZnCl2 is a Lewis acid accept a lone pair of electron and coordinate with the alcohol which weaks this ROH bond. See students, बाजू में मैंने एक आपको चार्ट दिया है जहाँ पे बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी स्पेसिफाइड है. depending on the order of carbon atom increases like primary, secondary, tertiary, positive inductive effect increases. Hence, the charge density around the central carbon atom is increases. इस central carbon atom का charge density जो है वो increase होगा, ठीक है. As a result of this, this COH bond is weak. Okay. अगर वही हम लोग बात करें प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल की, तो हमें ल्यूकास रिएजेंट की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. ओके. बट इन टर्शरी अल्कोहल, अगर हम लोग अल्कोहल टेस्ट ट्यूब में ले और HCl डाले, शेक करने के बाद तुरंत हमें RCl मिल जाएगा. मतलब हमें टर्शरी अल्कोहल में ल्यूकास रिएजेंट यूज करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. नाउ सी, बाय यूजिंग हैलोजन एसिड वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर RCl. See, let's discuss some example. This is ethanol. When react with HCl, it form ethyl chloride and H2O. This is a primary alcohol. So here our condition is required anhydrous ZnCl2 plus heating. Okay. See in second example, this is secondary alcohol. Here we are using anhydrous ZnCl2 but not required heating. Okay. So reaction happens like this. OH is replaced by Cl. It makes isopropyl chloride. Now tertiary alcohol. This reaction happens at room temperature. Okay. So OH is replaced by Cl and makes a tertiary butyl chloride. See students, in primary alcohol we will get a solution remains colorless, and secondary alcohol we will get a white precipitate but not immediately, after 5 to 20 minutes. And in third, that is tertiary alcohol, we will get white precipitate immediately. So this Lucas test is used to identify degree of alcohol. Now see students, let's prepare RBR. Okay, see the reaction. ROH when react with HBr in the presence of sodium bromide and H2SO4 heating, we are getting here RBr, that is alkyl bromide. Okay, so see, HBr is 48% and constantly boiling. HBr is generated in C2. C2 means यहाँ पे हम लोग HBr तुरंत बनाएंगे, रिएक्शंस में ही बनाएंगे. ये NAB और H2SO4 का क्या काम करेगा? There is a preparation of HBr. Primary alkyl bromide can also be prepared by this reaction with NaBr and H2SO4. See the reaction between NaBr and H2SO4. NaBr and H2SO4 जब भी react करेगा तो HBr produced होगा. Now preparing HBr in this way is the advantage of this reaction is excess of H2SO4 is available, which help to weak this ROH bond and form a carbocation. In primary alcohol, we are required concentrated HCl, and secondary and tertiary alcohol, dilute H2SO4 is required, but it should be in excess. Preparing RI. See, reaction between alcohol and HI. When ROH react with HI in the presence of NaI and H3PO4, sodium iodide and phosphoric acid, it generate alkyl iodide. Okay. See, in this method we are getting a good yield of alkyl iodide. Okay, यहाँ पे हम लोग सोडियम आयोडाइड या फिर पोटेशियम आयोडाइड यूज कर सकते हैं by using 95% phosphoric acid. Now see, HI also here prepared in C2. Okay, reactions में ही हम लोग इसको बनाएंगे. See, compare both the reaction. Here we are using H2SO4, but here we are using phosphoric acid, H3PO4. What is the difference between these two? See, H2SO4 अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे यूज़ करेंगे, so HI तो यहाँ पे बनेगा ही बनेगा, लेकिन ये एक्सेस में H2SO4 होने के कारण ये HI क्या करेगा, आयोडीन को सेपरेट कर देगा. So हमें फाइनल प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा ही नहीं. As a result of this reaction between alcohol and HI to produce alkyl iodide does not occur. Instead of non-oxidizing agent such as H3PO4 is used. Okay, so this is the reason why we are used H3PO4 in preparation of Ri. Now see students, next method is by using phosphorus halide. See this reaction, when alcohol reacts with PX3, it forms Rx and H3PO3. See ethanol, just see the example, ethanol reacts with PCl3, it forms ethyl chloride and phosphoric acid. Ethyl chloride is obtained by refluxing. Instead of PCl3, we can use PBr3 or PI3, but this we have to prepare in C2. Okay, so like this we have to prepare, and this is a highly exothermic reaction. See, when we are using PBr3, we will get ethyl bromide, and PI3 we will get ethyl iodide. By this method we are getting the higher yields than hydrobromic acid, and it avoids the problem of carbocation rearrangement. Next reaction with PX5. Okay, when 3ROH reacts with PX5, it gives alkyl halide, HCl and POCl3. PBr5 exists in the form of PBr4 and bromine in the ionic form. In case of PI5, atomic size of iodine is very large as compared with phosphorus. Hence, due to steric repulsion, it does not form a bond. So, in this reaction, we are not using PBr5 and PI5. See in this reaction, it is an example. Ethyl alcohol react with PCl5, it gives ethyl chloride, HCl and POCl3, phosphoryl chloride. Now see students, next reaction is using thionyl chloride. See, this is the structure of thionyl chloride, SOCl2. Thionyl chloride is coloring agent, it is toxic, and mostly it is used in the production of chemical weapons. See, this is a reaction, when alcohol react with thionyl chloride, it gives alkyl chloride, HCl and SO2 in the gaseous form. In this reaction, we will get unrearranged alkyl chloride. We did not require extra efforts for the separation of product because all the byproducts are in the gaseous state only. Now see the next method from hydrocarbon. It is the addition reaction, addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. See the general reaction, when alkene, carbon-carbon double bond, reacts with hydrogen halide, it gives alkyl halide. Order of reactivity is HI, HBr and HCl. HI is more reactive compared to HBr and HCl. See this example of symmetrical alkene. Symmetrical alkene means there is both the side of double bond is same, CH2, CH2, and this is the unsymmetrical reagent. When we are added to ethene, we will get this product bromoethane. Bromine can attack from both the sides. Okay. Now see to the unsymmetrical alkene. See this example. This is propene. Okay. Both the side of double bond is not equal. One side CH3CH and another side CH2 plus HBr. We will get two products. First is 1 bromopropane, second is 2 bromopropane, and 2 bromopropane is in major quantity. The reason behind this, Marconi's of rule, which stated as when unsymmetrical reagent is added to unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of X of the reagent gets attached to the carbon atom, which carries lesser number of hydrogen atom. Now just see the explanation of this rule. See, this is an unsymmetrical alkene. Both the sides are not equal. We are adding unsymmetrical reagent H plus and Br minus. So what this rule says, the negative part is attached to that carbon which is carrying lesser number of hydrogen. Here there is 1 hydrogen, here there is a 2 hydrogen. So negative part is attached to this carbon. So this is the reason we get major quantity of 2-bromopropane. Now let's see to the unsymmetrical alkene. Another rule is anti-Marconics of rule. Okay, we can call as peroxide effect or Kharash-Mayo effect. The rule states that the addition of HBr to unsymmetrical alkene in presence of organic peroxide takes place in opposite orientation to that suggested by Marconics of rule. See this example. This is propene. When react with HBr in the presence of benzoyl peroxide, it gives 1-bromo-propane. Anti-Marconic rule is totally opposite to the Marconics of rule. See what happened in this reaction. Propene, when react with HBr in the presence of benzoyl peroxide, the negative part of this radical of this reagent is attached to that carbon which is carrying more number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, so that's why we will get over here 1-bromo-propane. In this reaction there is a free radical mechanism. So first is initiation, propagation, termination. Actually what happens here, free radicals attack on HX. The bond HF and HCl is too strong to break as compared to HBr and HI. See, from this benzoyl peroxide, this is a free radicals and this free radical is attack on HBr and makes a bromine as a free radical. But in case of HCl, this bond is too strong, so there is a no reaction. It is unable to break this bond. Free radical of bromine is directly attack on carbon-carbon double bond. In case of iodine, iodine is highly reactive. Hence, instead of attacking carbon-carbon double bond, iodine react with another iodine to form I2 and reaction did not proceed. So, discussing all this point, what is the conclusion? Only HBr shows peroxide effect. HCl and HF does not show this effect, as well as HI. When alkene are heated with bromine or chlorine at high temperature, hydrogen of alkene is substituted by halogen to form alkyl halide. Next reaction is halogen exchange method. Finkelstein reaction. In this Finkelstein reaction, there is an exchange of halogen. Rx react with NaI. There is a replacement of X by iodine. In the presence of acetone, we are getting alkyl iodide and NaX as a byproduct. This reaction is driven by law of mass action. NaCl and NaBr, which is precipitate form in the solution, we can separate it by filtration process. NaI is soluble in acetone while NaCl and NaBr are not. That's why we are using here sodium iodide. See the example. Ethyl chloride react with NaI. We are getting over here ethyl iodide. When we are using ethyl bromide, we are getting over here ethyl iodide. See the next reaction is Schwarz reaction. This is very important reaction. Alkyl fluorides are prepared by heating alkyl chloride or bromide with metal fluorides. These are the metal fluorides which we are used. See general reaction. Rx, here X is replaced by fluorine. यहाँ पे fluorine nucleophile का काम करेगा. So we are getting here alkyl fluoride and AgX. See, it is a fluorine substitution reaction, as fluorine always forms strong bond. Therefore, substitution will always result in explosion. Hence, to avoid this, we are using transition metal fluorides over here instead of NaF. NaF form a ionic compound. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, रिएक्शन एक्सप्लोजिव होने के चांसेस बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं अगर हम लोग सोडियम फ्लोराइड यूज करते हैं तो. See the example. Methyl chloride, when react with silver fluoride, we are getting methyl fluoride and byproduct is AgCl. This is for your just information. A variant of this reaction is quite important in the production of freons. Now next methods of preparation is electrophilic substitution. Aryl chloride and bromide can be prepared by direct halogenation of benzene and its derivative through electrophilic substitution. Here we are using Lewis acid catalyst like Fe, FeCl3, anhydrous AlCl3. See this reaction, this is a toluene. Toluene when react with bromine in the presence of Fe and dark environment, we will get orthobromotoluene and parabromotoluene with HBr as a byproduct. Ortho position पे bromine attach है and here para position पे bromine attach है, so that's why we will get orthobromotoluene and parabromotoluene. Methyl group increases electron density in the pi system, hence weaken bond at ortho and para positions of benzene ring. Now see students, here we can use, instead of bromine, iodine we can use. Aromatic electrophilic substitution with iodine is reversible reaction as byproduct Hi is highly reactive. Hence, by using oxidizing agent, Hi is removed. These are the oxidizing agent. Okay. So equilibrium shifted to right again and iodo product is formed. Also, fluorine is highly reactive. So fluoro compounds are not prepared by this method. Next methods of preparation is Sandmeyer's reaction. Okay. Now look at here. This method is used to synthesize aryl halides from aryl diazonium salt using copper salts as reagent or catalyst. Nitrogen of diazonium salt is replaced by halide. See in this reaction, this is a aniline. Aniline when react with NaNO2 sodium nitrite with concentrated HCl at cold 0 to 5 degree Celsius. ये जो है ये मिक्सचर हम लोग 0 to 5 डिग्री पे ऐड करेंगे एनिलीन में, उसके बाद हमें मिलेगा बेंजीन डाइजोनियम क्लोराइड. नाउ सी स्टूडेंट्स, this reaction NaNO2 and concentrated HCl when react together it form nitrous acid and nitrous acid then form NO2, that is nitrosonium ion, and that ion is react with NH2 and form N2Cl which is called as benzene diazonium chloride. Students, ये reaction हम लोग 12th standard में practicals में भी करेंगे. So when benzene diazonium chlorides react with CuCl or HCl, we will get chlorobenzene. Then aniline, same, when react with NaNO2 and concentrated HCl, same, here we are getting benzene diazonium chloride, and this react with CuBr or HBr, we will get bromobenzene. The Sandmeyer reaction provides a method through which one can perform unique transformation on benzene such as halogenation, cyanation, trifluoromethylation and hydroxylation. Okay. Now see students, today we will stop over here. In the next lecture, we will continue with the physical, chemical properties and applications. Thank you.